This sector was the site of many major battles between Federation and Rebel fleets. Strangely, there's very little evidence of those battles remaining. Cool. So, looks like we've got a nice spread here. I can go multiple directions and make it to the exit beacon. I think I'm going to go ahead and jump up to the north here. Or just up. I guess north doesn't really exist in space. Whew, okay, sorry about that, folks. A rebel ship moves in to engage. You attempt to open communications, but realize the futility of that action when you see the ship is run by an AI. So, a lot of times you'll find these auto scouts or auto hackers or auto drones or something out in space, which are these ships that have zero crew on them, absolutely no crew members. It's run strictly by AI. Sometimes they have shields, sometimes they don't. But you'll notice that it's kind of got this dashed line inside each of these rooms. That means that there is no oxygen. You might notice also that there's not even an oxygen system on board. That's because there's no crew. So, it would be a dangerous move to go ahead and jump Chonji onto a ship like this, because I'm going to have a substantial cooldown before I can recall him, and he would just be sitting there. He wouldn't be engaged in combat, but he would be slowly suffocating to death, and that's bad news. So, we're going to keep Chonji on board. We're going to just go ahead and blow up the shield system and focus the weapons, as is our customary, typical tactic. We got their shield system down, we've blown up one of their weapon systems. These things do have a tendency to auto-repair themselves, and since there is no oxygen on board, these fires actually have nothing to keep them going, and they go out pretty rapidly. Ship explodes, we get sweet loot, everybody's happy. I think we'll just kind of zigzag through here. We'll see what our options are kind of along the central area. Upon arrival, you're immediately surrounded by chaos. The planet's anti-ship battery is firing on a number of Lanius ships. One of the combat ships mistakenly believes your ship has arrived to assist the planetary defenses. Combat positions! So, this is our first encounter with the Lanius, who, as I said earlier, are a group of metal benders, essentially, if you want to go all Legend of Korra style on this. They do not require oxygen, so as you can see, they've also got their rooms completely shut down and have no oxygen system on board. Same tactics are going to apply. We're going to take out the shields and focus on the weapons after that. We got the shields down, we got one of his weapons down, and it does look like they have an active ion cannon. Ion cannon, oh, he just missed me, but ion cannon weaponry is actually very interesting because when it fires, if it hits your shields, it actually does those damage to the shields and disables that shield amount. So if it does 3 damage to shields, we're going to want to jump out of here right quick because we've got an anti-ship battery aimed at us. After your skirmish, the fighting dies down, and you're contacted by the planetary defense system. Sorry you got caught up in that fight, stranger. No matter how many of those monsters we blow out of the sky, they just keep coming. We can patch up your ship for you. My ship was already fully repaired for my last stop at a ship, so that actually didn't do anything for me, but that's awful swell of them. I'm feeling that we're going to keep going up this time. There's lots of good stuff up here. Picked up a Lanius vessel in the system, navigating a rich debris field, harvesting the minerals. I'm going to attempt to harvest some. Attempt to navigate the debris, come too close, and they're like, no way, bro, we're going to harvest you. So, this is actually the first time I've been hit by a hacking drone. That's this little purple guy here, controlled by this system on their ship, the little computer here. If they launch a hacking drone, they can target any of my systems, and when it lands, it'll A, lock the doors, so that I cannot run people into them, and B, they can activate it and cause it to drain power from this section. So in this case, they targeted my... I don't actually think they target... Oh, my sensor array, I guess. Yeah, so even though it's attached down here at the bottom of the ship, you can see in my sensor room, I can't click these doors, I can't open them. Jones is kind of stuck in here, and it has disabled my sensor view of their room. You see this little purple bar here. That's going to go downwards as they start draining power from it. But it doesn't matter much. We're going to use our typical tactics here. Doesn't matter to me that I've lost my sensors. I'll just take down their shield system and then start working on the weapons as per usual. Pew pew pew! Bam. Weapons down, shields are down. They're pretty much dead in the water here. They're probably sending some people in here to do some repairs, but we are all solid. Pew pew, Lanius goes down. Lanius. We get some scrap, investigate the debris. We get a missile, I guess, out of the debris field, and some more scrap. Looking good. Now, I could jump up here, but I suspect there's a shop somewhere in this greater region, so we're going to keep moving east pretty aggressively, or to the right, and keep looking for things. Federation encrypted signals being broadcast, send an away party. Find a hidden Federation outpost. They message you, "Quick! We've got word from a sister outpost that they've been discovered by the rebels and are under attack. If you are still loyal to the Federation, go save them." Added a quest marker to your map. So they gave me some fuel, some missiles, and some scrap, and a quest. If we open up our sector map here, we can see that I've got this nice little quest beacon that says, if I go here, I can do something, which in this case will probably be fight a rebel ship, save a Federation base. Good stuff. This is another way of guaranteeing an event, usually, and quests generally have some awesome rewards associated with them. So we're going to go ahead and jump on over here. Looks like we've just got an auto scout. This is easy mode. We're just going to go full on, blow up these weapons, no problem. Doesn't even have a shield system. He does have a missile system as well as some lasers, so if I can blow this up before he gets a missile off, that'd be best. He did actually blow up my oxygen supply here, so we're going to get Jones and Shonji working on that, but his weapons are down, and this little auto scout's going to be dead in no time. But an important thing to notice here is if you look up here, my oxygen has already dropped to 87%, and it's red here, meaning that it is A, offline, and B, oxygen is leaving my ship. So one tactic you can use on live targets in this game is to blow up oxygen systems and just kind of keep them locked down, and then all the crew will suffocate and they die. It's horrible. Really, really bad news bears. Scrap the wreckage, contact the station, rebel ship is destroyed, lone survivor responds, "This base is no longer safe, let me join your crew and I'll have the station's drones patch up your ship," and I get another Engi on my crew. So we've got a nice big crew, everything is looking awesome here. We're gonna go ahead and run good old Artyom over to the shield room and position him here. He's going to be my backup shield person. Whenever people target my shields, he'll just jump in and start repairing it super quickly. It'll be excellent. And we're going to try and work our way over to that store. You generally want to try and maximize the number of jumps you can get before a store so that you've got the maximum number of scrap available. So I'm actually going to keep moving to the east here, up to this beacon. Scan the area. After arriving at the system, Lanius' ship is in fast pursuit of an unarmed civilian ship. Hard to say if it's truly a threat since its weapons are not charging. Well, doesn't matter. We're gonna blow it up, charge weapons, and we're gonna attack these Lanius because we are looking good. We got a lot of missiles that I'm not even using, so we're just gonna bank those up. We got our laser system taking out all their shields. One of their weapons goes down. They just rerouted power from this guy over to this guy. This is a flat cannon, actually. So as you can see, I've got this rock kind of moving my way. Flat cannons are a style of weapon that are highly inaccurate, but they can do a ton of damage. They just fire a crap ton of projectiles. Nicer flat cannons can fire 7 to 12 projectiles at once, which will just annihilate a shield, and then any of the remaining parts that strike the ship will do massive hull damage and blow apart systems. So flat cannons, highly damaging, very inaccurate. As you can see, he just missed me with that one. So I didn't take any hull damage, and my shields are looking just fine. We'll keep up a barrage on the shields and the weapons, and the Lanius goes down. Contact civilian ship. Sector has become increasingly dangerous for friends of the Federation. I think my crew can patch up some of your hull damage, I think. I'm getting a lot of repair events. It's a little bit crazy. Let's see here.